Hello and welcome to the video version of the high five posts. So we are in quarantine and I was very stubborn for a very long time about getting any equipment to do stuff like this because I was like, why can't we use the podcast stuff? That's hooked up to a big computer that has its own setup and you can't do it for this kind of stuff. It has to stay the same, otherwise we have technical difficulties every week. So now I am set up to do this very simply, can make these videos and talk about, the things that I like for the week. This is me trying to help you out during quarantine. Want you to make it the best that you can. I mean, how the fuck can you? Who knows? And before you judge me, the Off-White is this is a $30 fake. Completely customized though. Completely custom. That's my dude Wavy. Underscore WXVVY on Instagram is the name. Go check him out. One of my favorite painters and visual artists, very cool guy, good friend of mine. So made this way better than Virgil Abloh did. Here we go. First up, Houseparty app. Do you know about it?
Well,
it is for outgoing people. I mean, I would say if you're not into video, if the Zoom calls at work are driving you nuts and you aren't FaceTiming your friends regularly, this one might be a stretch, but it is a really good stretch. During this quarantine, you have to find a way to talk to people, and texting and writing out comments, it just doesn't cut it. Houseparty lets you FaceTime, basically video chat with your friends. When you sign on, it alerts all your friends, hey, Brett is in the house. That way, you know that I'm bored, I'm checking the app, I'm looking to talk, hang around. They can come on the app, you can wave at people, say, hey, come talk to me on here. After you're chatting, other people can see your chat, and up to 8 can be in a room and other people can jump in. It's kind of like hanging out at a bar a little bit. If you're bored and want to just talk to strangers or people that you wouldn't normally, be video chatting with, check out Houseparty. I'm on there. I'm at Brett Payne, BRETTPAIN. I'm sure I'm going to regret sharing that, but you can add me and I'll talk to you. I have no problem with that. I would love to house party with some of y'all. Just don't bother me with notifications. All right, next thing I love this week, Slave to the Grind. Phenomenal documentary, all about grindcore music. Basically, Napalm Death was the genesis of a lot of this. It's a type of music that's incredibly fast. It's based around blast beats, which is just like this. It's just like a hammering in your fucking skull. And it was incredibly political. Napalm Death is in there saying that their music was made to incite unease in the bourgeoisie and, going after the status quo. They didn't say bourgeoisie. No, I don't even say that. I don't know why I did it. Jake, cut that out. But, they are going after the status quo. They were trying to make something that was inclusive of everyone, which is, I always saw heavy metal as like this very macho, straight white guy thing. And, it definitely has that, but it's really more about being an outsider. And I think that's why so many people identify with it. The music is about caring for the victims of war. I mean, a lot of the music is about the people that are suffering the most in the world. So I thought it was wonderful. Slave to the Grind, really, really good documentary. I liked it better than Murder in the Front Row, which is the thrash metal documentary that came out this year or last year. But I think Slave to the Grind is great, and it's free on YouTube. So go watch it. All right, there's only a few days left of this, probably like a week by the time this video comes out. The Asmodee Humble Bundle is out. $12. You get access to board games on your computer on Steam, like Splendor, Small World, Carcassonne, Mysterium, Potion Explosion, Scythe, an incredible collection of games. So if you're stuck in the house and you need something to do, I have an old laptop, like one of those, the first time they tried to do touchscreen laptops, you know, in 2015. So thankfully I can flip that thing around, and it's kind of like a board game. And, you know, it's actually caused me to spend more money than I would like. I played Love Letter on there online against people and got so hooked on it that I just ended up buying the game. So, you know, it's cheap to get in the board game, the Steam version of these board games, but beware, you'll probably end up buying the full-fledged physical version, which isn't a bad thing. Board games are always good to have around. Just remember that at a certain point, you got to start trading. I don't know why I'm giving you tips on board game collecting. That's an extra bonus for the video people. Eventually you hit a point where you have enough games and you're just choosing not to play them. You can play your games 50, 100 times. They don't get old after 2 or 3 times of playing them. You should be getting better at them. And eventually you trade. So I use Board Game Geek. If I want a new game, I trade one of the ones that's sitting on the shelf because, you know, eventually you have too many games. I don't know why I felt like lecturing you about board game management, but that's what you get. Okay. Next on the list, The Game. Have you seen it? The Game with Michael Douglas. Unreal movie. Classic VHS box. If you're a kid, it was like right at that height. Seemed mysterious. I thought it was too stuffy. I saw the suits and everything, and I believe it. I'd never let it permeate. But this is like a weed guy special. Like, this shit fucks with your head. It's really neat because the premise of the movie is, oh, this guy signs up for this game that's supposed to mess with his life, and you're following along as the viewer, and it fucks with you too. You get fucked with the whole time. I'm not going to say what happens. I think you should just jump into it. It's a great ride. It's thrilling. There is a lot of intense shit. You'll be surprised, and it's definitely a legendary movie. I'm gonna watch it again because it was fucking phenomenal, and the second time through it's gonna reveal a lot, I'm sure, of stuff I missed. Lastly, my favorite thing this week is that Olive Garden Italian dressing, the original formula, high octane shit. Well, you know, I became a homeowner, and to fit my new like suburban lifestyle, I started going to Costco. Haven't got the membership yet, but my wife is going with a friend, and we're using their membership. We're already signed up for all of the 30 packs of Hello Pandas and 44 ounces of pesto and all of that shit. Rao's tomato sauce, the nice ass tomato sauce, in a family size bucket full of it. But this Italian dressing from Olive Garden is the shit, and I've just been putting it all over carrots. Every vegetable I can find, I'm dousing it in these in this Italian dressing. I hate Olive Garden. I wouldn't eat there or order the food on any regular day, but this stuff is programmed into my DNA. It's like McDonald's at this point. And, you know, it hits the spot, and it gets you to eat vegetables, and, you know, I love it. I got a couple buckets of it, so that's what I've been drinking. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it all this way, and made it all the way through High Five Friday, I appreciate it. This probably isn't even coming out on a Friday, but maybe it should. Maybe I should just make it come out on Fridays. Jake can edit these quick enough. So, thanks for tuning in to High Five Friday. I will see y'all next week, but don't hold me to it because I have problems with mental illness and like manic depression where I will sometimes disappear for like 3 weeks at a time and then beat myself up about it. But honestly, I'm trying to keep it more down the middle and hope to keep this moving on a regular pace. Street Fight is we have project management software, which I hate doing, but we had to do it. We use this program, and it's really helpful for me actually because I can assign tasks to people, and I can stay up all night long, just like shooting tasks at people to keep everything moving at a quicker pace. So the zines are going to come back in a bigger way. You know, they're going to start hitting every 2.5 weeks, really every 15 days. I don't know. We'll probably do them every 2 weeks is the plan. So signing up for a lot, but we're also prepared to expand the content that's coming out and make up for all of the zines that we owe everybody. So that is happening in a very big way, and we appreciate your time and effort. We got a call-in show on Sunday that's going to be awesome. We heard from the Guitar Center guy on last Sunday. Great call. I also love the horror recommender. I'm also going to start doing a reaction show on YouTube. I'm going to start doing videos of reactions. So subscribe to our YouTube. There's more coming. We're Street Fight Radio. I'm Brett. Peace.